Say hi, Mona.
So
Her name is Mona Lisa. She's
Okay,
very
so right, let's start with you guys. Tell us who you are.
My name is Lucy Bourque, and this is Jasmine Bourque. I have 2 boys with autism, but my story started a long time ago in 1996 when Ian, my almost 20-year-old here, he was, I had to join the military because his father left, and I had to make ends meet. So
You joined the military to make ends meet,
yeah,
and you got vaccinated.
I got vaccinated, but I also did, when I left him with my mom, he had a series of ear infections, and every time I called, my mom would tell me that he had a fever, and it was like days and days long. And she noticed, she still, up until this day, she tells me that ever since he got the vaccines and I was away in basic training, that his health just went downhill. And I have it all. He had at least 15 to 18 ear infections. And now we have a MAPS doctor, and he was full of yeast, and we got that under control. We did the gluten-free diet, and it just took, it was a lot more difficult because he was older when we started all of it. And I didn't start my journey until my second kid. When I was in the military, again, I got pregnant with her, and my pregnancy wasn't positive yet, but I knew I was pregnant. I had gone to the gynecologist, started my prenatal pills, and they forced me to take the anthrax shot. At the time, I told them no. They threatened me with UCMJ.
What does that mean?
It's a United Court. It's a reprimand and take away your pay. And
So if you didn't get vaccinated, they'll take your pay away and you'll be in trouble.
yes, you will be. They take your rank. They take your pay. If you pretty
Are
much
you
don't.
still in the military now?
No. Was medically retired. That's probably from all the vaccinations that I received. But I was vaccinated for the anthrax, or I got the anthrax shot, and then I got the positive pregnancy test that week, and the nurse ran with a little pamphlet telling me that there was little risks, and I told her that this didn't say anything.
So you were pregnant when you had the anthrax?
That's basically, yes. She has severe dyslexia, bifocal dysfunction, severe depression.
How old are you?
She's homeschooled. She has. And in elementary school, it was really difficult to figure that out because she seemed normal, and he wasn't autism, and he wasn't ADD, and she was the perfect child. She just couldn't. She couldn't. You know when children flip their letters and they say it's a face? It wasn't a face. It just didn't go away. She still does up until now.
What are the reactions? What's happened to you since you've been anthraxed up? Do you have disabilities yourself?
Right. I never. When I got hit by a Humvee, and I was one of the.
It's a big car.
A military,
a car.
a military vehicle,
Right.
and I was one of the 6% that didn't heal. So usually when you heal from an injury, you're part of the I went through spine center here in UNC. I had like the x-ray machine where they do the spine needle like straight into your spine. I had physical therapy. I had everything. Now I'm 70% disabled, but none of my injuries ever recovered. I finally, after years and years of being in pain and being on morphine and being on Percocet and being on all sorts of medication, I kind of, when I became pregnant by accident with my third kid, I took away a lot of the meds that were basically making me worse, that the VA were, just stacking me on. Mobic, Ultram, I mean, I had a box. This box was this big. It was a child's doctor's box. It was full of my medication. And I just
And who was paying for that medication?
The VA. So I was done when I was pregnant. I was like, I can't. The VA told me to stop taking it. I ended up in the ER. We had a long talk with the doctor what A, B, and C, and D medications were. Like what were more harmful for the pregnancy, what were less harmful. And I worked out of my way of the morphine, Percocet, the medications that were harmful towards the pregnancy, and just everything kind of became so much difficult. And by the time I had my child, I had him at the military facility. He was 18 days early. He was, I guess they do the vitamin K. And I told him no vaccines. I told him I had a birth plan. I didn't want anything on him. They gave him what other shot did they give him at birth?
At birth? Yes,
another one. He was fine up until 16 months, kind of. Then he stopped talking. It's between 16 months and 18 months. And I told her that because of this third child, and I already knew about vaccines and mercury and thimerosal, and she said, my military doctor said that it wasn't on vaccines anymore. So I said we need to space them out. I want to do them at least once a month. But what they didn't tell me was that they all came in one shot. They didn't tell me that there was 3 shots in one syringe. They didn't tell me that. Oh, and she didn't tell me that there was still thimerosal in the flu shot that I did not want him to have. His language was gone by 18.
How old is he today?
He's 6.
And how's he doing now?
We started the protocol, the biomedical treatment, the diet, and everything. By the time he was 2, he's doing a lot better than he was. He's not.
Is he talking?
He's some. He's scripting.
Is he toilet trained?
We get we get the diapers covered through insurance. It's called incontinence. He's 6. He removes his diaper with poop, so we have to run him to the. So one of us has to keep an eye on him all the time, or else he will escape. We have to have chains around the house I want to put a camera system because he knows how to leave the house. He'll leave that. He's really smart. He's hyperlexic. He can read. But he has no cognitive level.
Do you two have any help?
We have respite.
Is it just you two?
It's my older brother too.
Your older
But
brother?
yeah, but
So
he's
how
high
old is he?
functioning.
How old is your older brother?
He's about to be 20.
He also has CAP.
He's about to be 20, okay, and he has a few issues himself. And then there's you, and then there's you, and then your little brother, and is there anybody else in your lives that can help you?
My husband's.
So we need to get you some support. Okay, so you're exhausted. Someone just said you can see how tired you are, and it's a big strain on you. You're only 16, so we need to talk to some of the groups around